Alright, motherfuckers. I get that he just goes really fast and that accelerates time itself. I get it. Fucking smart asses. What I'm confused about with Made in Heaven is so okay. Poochie's new universe that he's trying to create is predicated on the idea that he, like everyone from the original universe, is just carried over into the new one. So he accelerates time. Hang on, where is it? Yeah. So that the entire history of the universe plays itself out once. And then when those same creatures, those same organisms, go into the next universe, they kind of subconsciously already know what's going to happen. They know everything. And that's his goal, right? He doesn't actually like want to wipe the slate clean. He just wants people to be aware of their destinies, right? And I can probably poke a lot of holes in that concept as well, but let's just accept it as fact for now. What I'm confused about is so like Poochie, he yeah, so he wants to complete a full cycle. So he starts accelerating time at the Kennedy Space Center. And then he stops just short of that. Like he stops just short of getting back to that point a couple weeks before that, so he can kill Emporio. Makes sense, right? What I don't get, where is it? So why exactly does Emporio killing Poochie before he can complete the cycle? Why does that reset the universe again? So he's saying it here. It will probably be a different future. Is it like... So I have a bunch of different ideas for this. Is it like a chicken and the egg kind of scenario where he like has to be there to like ensure that it actually happens? Because if the acceleration of time never happens, then like then his plan will never come to fruition or something. Because that makes really no sense, right? It's not like a time travel thing where if I go back in time and kill my dad, then I can't exist, right? It's not like that. My dad needs to be present for me to be born. It's not like that, right? It's already happened. So why does the Poochie dying beforehand, why does that cause so many problems? I guess the other explanation I have for this is like, so we're dealing with the exact same people as before, right? But if we stop short of completing the cycle, you have to think they're not actually at the right point in time, right? So like Emporio, for example, he is the Emporio from just after the incident from the Kennedy Space Center. But now he's like a couple weeks, he's like the point in time that he's at right now is a couple weeks before that. So let's assume maybe his fate, his destiny is to like die a day after that. Right? If he dies, like this Emporio here, if he dies tomorrow, maybe that fucks up the timeline or something. is it? I'm not sure if this is like easy to follow what I'm saying right now. I see. My idea is like maybe it really is a thing. Like the people just need to be in the correct place at the correct time. Otherwise, the universe will just kind of fuck itself up. I mean, you have these guards here, right? That's another example. Like technically, their selves right now, they are the people from after the incident, from after when Poochie first started accelerating time. But they're so what that means is that they're in the wrong point in time right now. And if Poochie doesn't complete the cycle, does that mean something gets fucked up and that's why the like when Poochie dies, the universe kind of needs to correct itself or something? What is going on here? And yeah, I guess the other question I have. I've seen some debate about this. Um so this new universe that is created. I don't believe that it's just the same universe as before, except that Poochie isn't in it. I've heard that interpretation, and I don't agree with it. Because, I mean, obvious evidence against it, right? Anasui is not in prison. Uh, and Poochie being alive or not should not have any effect on that, right? Um, like, if the general fate of this universe is the same as the original one, uh, then yeah, he should still be convicted for murder. But no, the fact that he isn't shows that it is flexible. There are a lot of differences. And that, like, I mean, that's what makes the ending tragic, right? Like, they actually really did die. You know, they don't just come back here like nothing happened, right? That's why I don't like that interpretation. It doesn't really make sense with the theme of the ending for me. Um, but like, yeah, that begs the question: why exactly does it happen like this? You know? Yeah, my theory is just Poochie dying just kind of fucks up the timeline somehow, and then the universe just says, fuck it, we need to start over. And then, we get something that's similar but slightly different. And yeah, I also think like everything before part 6 didn't happen here either. Like everything is just wiped clean. I haven't read Steel Ball Run yet, obviously. But I've heard people say that Steel Ball Run does not actually take place in this universe. Um, I don't know if I believe that. See, I'm willing to bet that the Joestar family from Steel Ball Run is just a different family. Like Jolene, even though I mean she has the fucking birthmark, right? But I'm willing to bet that she's not actually related to Johnny Joestar, for example, in this universe. Johnny Joestar is just a different person. I don't know, man. The most important thing is please explain this what happens here to me. Like why does Poochie dying cause all this nonsense? Uh Also, I mean, okay, so real talk, right? I don't really care that much. I think the ending as it is, like thematically, is baller as fuck. I just want to know. I just want to know, okay? Also, oh my god, okay. Hang on. Alright. Fucking fools. Listen, King Crimson makes perfect sense, okay? So basically, King Crimson has control over a chunk of time, right? That chunk of time, let's say it's like 10 seconds or something. Um, this chunk of time plays out as normal while King Crimson is active. Um, except that the people involved with it don't retain their memories once it's over, right? So let's say I get up from my chair, I go to the kitchen, grab an apple, right? But then when I get up, King Crimson activates, and the next thing I know is I'm standing in the kitchen with an apple in my hand, but I don't actually remember the process of walking, right? And in that time, King Crimson or Diavolo, they can move freely, and they can just, fuck whatever up they want. On grammar, English, hard. Um, I don't remember the thing about Bruno punching himself. I'll have to investigate that more. Uh, but yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. Other than that, it makes perfect sense. It's very simple. It's basically just the world from part 3. It's really not that different. Yeah, like, god damn it. This is way more fucking complicated. You can't tell me that it's not. You can't, like, just laying it out like it did just now, you can't tell me it's not more complicated. Fuck all y'all.